Lace the black atheist.
Are you saying?
Lace the black atheist. Holy water ain't saving him. You wasting time on these, ain't no need for you to pray for him. Religion is a prison, take control of your mind. And knowledge ain't a sin, if you learn religion dies. All I drop is heat, don't debate me, I'm a beast. Drop knowledge that's gon' rock you, take your soul out your seat. Yeah, all I drop is heat, don't debate me, I'm a beast. Drop knowledge that's gon' rock you, take your soul out your seat.
So, what's up, y'all? I know a lot of y'all been waiting on me to do videos. Like Lace, you got to do a video, or you got to do videos, man. You got to, put this content out there that you talking about on Facebook. Okay, I got you. Now, let me stop being so cocky. I'm just playing with y'all. But yeah, this video right here is just an introductory, a real quick, real brief. I want to try to make it brief introduction of who I am, and maybe a quick story on this Pastor Paula White Kane, who in February was appointed to the White House Faith Office. And the reason why I'm doing that older story is, like I said, it's a test run. This is a test to see how things sound, see how things look, to see how things work, before I start putting out a lot of content. Not before, but just to make sure that this is, look good, sound good, and all that good stuff. Anyway, I'm gonna show a quick video, and be out of here. But real quick background on me: I was a Southern Baptist. I grew up in the Bible Belt, so Christianity was and is all around me. I stayed in the church. I was on the youth choir. I was in lock-ins. I was Sunday school, field trips, whatever the church offered, I was in there. I was in there since a youngin'. I got baptized, all of that stuff. Now, like I said, I'm not going to spend too much time going down, these different paths. I'm just going to try to give it to you real quick, jump into that story, get up out of here. But yeah, I was carrying a Bible to high school at one point, and pretty much dared anybody to say something about my Jesus, and I was ready to fight for Jesus. That's how hard I was going for Jesus. But anyway, yeah. People ask me, well, how did you become an atheist? And to be honest with you, and I don't want to be a smart aleck, but I read the Bible. I also study history. I've also studied science, and the things that I didn't know, I got knowledge on. I understand. I understand how, there were a lot, there are super flaws in the Bible. Not only that, and like I said, I'm not gonna break all of these things down in this video, but what I will do is go quickly over them real quick, like slavery in the Bible. Yeah, we'll touch on that in another video. But I'm just saying, yeah, that's horrible. And there's no way that I'm gonna be believing in a God that that says it's okay for slavery, that endorses slavery. Well, like I said, we'll touch that later. But that's not the only reason. Scientifically, historically, you got religions that were before Christianity, and you start to read their stories, and their stories are the same as Christianity. And it's like, yo, did y'all borrow? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And then you don't have an original copy and all of this stuff. So it's a lot. We'll cover that in other videos, but I'm just telling you some of the things real quick, real brief of what I started to learn and started to go, Neil deGrasse Tyson says one of my favorite things. He says that religion, if you do religion like this, right? If you say you place God into the gap, right? If you place God, and I'm paraphrasing, by the way, but if you, at one point, God was Zeus, or Zeus was throwing lightning bolts down. That's what people really thought. People thought that at one time. And science came along and kind of explained, not kind of, but explained where lightning came from. And we understand that Zeus won't throw them, throwing the lightning bolts and making lightning and thunder. That won't happen. So religion went to something else. It went further and further, and it started to go out of space. Like, okay, now, you know, what was before the Big Bang, right? And Neil deGrasse Tyson said something like this. He said, if you look at religion like that, your religion is a forever receding pocket, right? Meaning it continues to go like this as science progresses on. So everything that we don't know, you insert God. And so your religion goes, do, 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 do. And so, yeah, it's just no evidence. I guess that's a simple way to put it. So hopefully that kind of showed you my train of thought. Because like I said, I don't want to give too much away in this video. I want to really spend some time with those subjects in other videos. All right. With that said, I'm an atheist, and my journey, I know some people have asked me about my journey. How has it been being an atheist, a black atheist? To be honest, this is real for me. This is it's lonely. Like, you have people around you, of course, like your family and all that stuff. People, for me, I know a lot of people, black people, that went atheist, and people disown them. They look at them like, just get out of here. Families have disowned them, but luckily my family loves me. Shout out to my mama. She's an atheist. I didn't do it, y'all. She said she did it on her own, but just playing. No, but no. Where was I? But yeah, it's a lonely journey. Having people with like minds. I think, to be honest, I know like one or two atheists, and one is in my hometown, and I'm able to talk with this person a lot. And we just agree on so many different things. We see the angles of this current regime that's in the White House, using religion to gain more authority, to gain more power, and that's why a lot of people are behind this person, is because they feel like this is a Christian president when clearly he's not. He's not. But we see things different, and to have someone to kind of, I don't know, talk to that's like-minded is pretty dope. But everyone else is like, they believe in either a higher power, they're spiritual, or they'll say they're not religious, but they're Christians, or then they say they're not Christians, but they're followers of Christ, and they're just so, either way you look at it, they're following this religion. And like I said, to have conversations and open-minded conversations, it just doesn't happen. Everybody's usually trying to force their religion on you, or, when you go into, I know politically, locally, I've been getting into local politics a little bit more. And when I go into the city hall or whatever for like city council meetings or whatever, they started off with a prayer, and a Christian prayer every time, which I know that, that's not right, because it excludes other religions, and it excludes people like me who aren't religious. So when they say everybody stand to pray, and I'm sitting there, how do I feel? People don't think about that. They don't care, because they believe what they believe. But I'm just saying, it's super lonely, becoming an atheist, but I wouldn't have it any other way. I feel like I let a lot off of my back by letting go of that religion. And like, at one point, when I was like coming out of that traumatic religion, when I was coming out, I remember going to the beach with my friend, and we were having some food, and we were eating, or we were about to eat. I think it was breakfast, and I was about to eat, and I remember closing my eyes and bowing my head. He didn't say anything, but I closed my eyes, bowed my head, and I was just praying over my food. Like I said, mind you, at this time I had let religion go, but it was it was so ingrained on my mind that it was just a reflex. Food, pray. That was, but anyway, I did it, and he waited. He didn't interrupt me. And he looked at me and said, "Who are you praying to?" And I'm looking around, and I'm just like, I'm just hoping for the best over this food. Like, I'm like, damn, you got me. But I said that little story to show how traumatic, or how that's always on your mind, even though you didn't believe it. And I was always kind of looking over my shoulder like, oh shit, like is God looking at me to send me to hell? You know, at that point in time, you know, when I was getting out of it. So yeah, man, that's my quick rundown of me. Hopefully I didn't go in all types of places. I do have ADHD, y'all. So if I went on a rant and wasn't coherent or my stuff wasn't together, forgive me. I'm gonna get better. I'm gonna get more structure to this. Like I said, this is a test. Let's move on to this Pastor Paula White, y'all. So let's try this thing real quick. Bam. So right here, this is Pastor Paula White Kane will return to the White House as a special government employee and senior advisor of the newly created White House Faith Office. Now, I seen her in the news for something else here recently, and I thought this was going to be it, but obviously this is from February. Like I said, this is a quick story. Paula White. Now, I want you all to understand that church and state should be separate. They shouldn't be together. And I think recently the White House or this regime has passed or gotten rid of the Linden rule or Linden law. I forgot what it's called, but I think it's called the Linden rule or whatever, where churches, only churches, not other nonprofits, but like churches can now speak about politicians and kind of promote them, not kind of, but promote them to their congregation and not lose their tax exempt status. So that is a huge move, horrible move, huge move, but it empowers now the Heritage Foundation and these other church groups and think tanks to really push these candidates out here. I'll get it more into the Heritage Foundation and Project 2025 and how it all relates to religion and white Christian nationalism. I'll get into that in another video. But this is Paula White. And I want y'all to understand real quick who she is. I think she sells, like she's, I'm not going to say what I want to say, but you'll watch the video and you'll see. So let's jump into this video real quick, y'all.
To say no to President Trump would be saying no to God.
We command all satanic pregnancies to miscarry right now.
It is not found in Antifa, and it is not found in Black Lives Matter, all which are anti-Christ.
I declare that President Trump will overcome every strategy from hell and every strategy of the enemy.
And any tongue that rises against him will be condemned according to the word of God.
It's not okay to have an abortion. It's not okay to marry the same sex.
And strike 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 until you have victory.
It is God that raises up a king. It is God that sets one down. And so when you fight against the plan of God, you're fighting against the hand of God. The Supreme Court justices, if we get two more, come on, if we get two more, and right now, I know right now, we are scaring the literal hell out of demonic spirits by me saying this right now, because if we get two more, we will be able to overturn demonic laws and decrees.
Never been hatred like this.
I've never
for
seen
president.
Never in my life. Principalities cannot control this man because he surrounds himself with Christians. He is a Christian.
Have you ever asked God for forgiveness? That's a tough question. I'm not sure I have. I don't bring God into that picture.
Yo, it's so many parts of that joint that I want to attack. Holy, I think that video speaks for itself. That is psychotic. But I want y'all to understand something. You see how she used religion, like, yo, he's Christian, he's this, he's that. And at the very end of that video, they show you Donald Trump don't even ask for forgiveness when he mess up. He's not Christian. It shows you in that video how psychotic she is and how hate-filled she is. She's hate-filled, like talking about basically like, I'm not going to get too far into it, but y'all seen the video. Speaking in tongues. Yeah, come on, bro. Come on. Come on, like, haven't y'all seen like what's Peter Popoff? Was it Benny Hinn? Who are the other pastors, like they throw their coats and throw canes across the audience and all of this stuff, and you know, sell this water and you know that's gonna heal you and all of this crazy stuff. Didn't we see that before? Didn't we see the pastors with the earpieces and back in the day, you know, in the little infomercial? Didn't we learn from that? Didn't we know, yo, this is bull crap? Like, I don't know. That's going to end it for this video. Like I said, this was a test run. Hopefully you enjoy if you watch. If not, oh well, I'll be back and I'm going to get everything tighter. It's going to be more structured and it's going to be more dangerous. Peace. Lace the Black Atheist. I need some music. I hope I play some music at the end of this.
Lace the Black Atheist.
Are you saved?
Lace the Black Atheist. Holy water ain't saving him. You wasting time on these, ain't no need for you to pray for him. Religion is a prison, take control of your mind. And knowledge ain't a sin, if you learn religion dies. All I drop is heat, don't debate me, I'm a beast. Drop knowledge that's gon' rock you, take your soul out your seat. Yeah, all I drop is heat, don't debate me, I'm a beast. Drop knowledge that's gon' rock you, take your soul